We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Dinelson Lamet is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now batting, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the Mets, the third baseman, number 6.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, the Swingin' Friars as they take the field here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it. The pitcher has to throw strikes. The offense has to show up. But I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
Popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Coming to the plate now, Pete Alonso. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Alonso brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Two balls and a strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Naylor is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Steven Matz gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip. The start to it, they're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. So here's Will Myers, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Myers swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping up to the plate, Tommy Pham. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. Base hit into right center. Myers ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
And you've got to love when you have a shortstop that can produce such big offensive numbers for you. That usually isn't the case.
He's set and the pitch. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground toward short. And there are 2 away now.
Good job right there. I know that play was super close. I like him taking the extra step in that situation. Making sure he had a great handle, deliver a strong, accurate throw, gathered himself nice.
Standing in, Manny Machado. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Machado, a 27-year-old. He's a 9-year major league vet. The set and the 2-0. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Pham at second with 2 down. 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Second inning coming up, and the Friars are off to an early 1-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
The windup and the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Cano waits on the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now the 1-1 to Cano.
Oh.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 2-1 home. Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 52.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here comes the first pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the belt, kicks and deals. Low for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Nope,
And he lays
that's a
off
ball.
for a ball, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Myers. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Brian Dozier at the plate, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday.
The second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball in.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
First pitch on its way. A runner at first with no outs here. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, Francisco Mejia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The relay. Throw won't get him.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
At the plate now, Dinelson Lamet, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Pitch on the way. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. And that's in there, base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Stepping in now, Steven Matz, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So striding forward now, Jeff McNeil, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Runner at second here with one man out. No, 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses ball two. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way, and here it comes.
Full count.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And that misses ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Ready with the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Juan Lagares.
The center fielder, Juan.
First offering on its way. Swing and a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A base hit in his first trip.
Ball 1.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
1-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. To the plate now, Tommy Pham. Strike taken to throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Looking at his career totals, Pham comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. Fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
The batter, the shortstop, Fernando.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
2-0 now. The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
And in steps Manny Machado. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Comes set, the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's Brian Dozier now as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Dozier, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
3-0 pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Into the box, Josh Naylor, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Down the first baseline. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 3 innings complete. Padres lead it 3-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out.
Conforto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Myers looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 26 for him on the season. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And
that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Ramos, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower, is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Strike called, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently second on the ball club in that department. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Yoenis Cespedes is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second here with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here it is.
Count is 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. On a good curveball gets him swinging for wrap number 1. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. So here's Brandon Nimmo as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Nimmo has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Ahmed Rosario, as strikes. He'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Two and 0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He waits. Now the pitch. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third.
The pitcher, Matz.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone, and the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz. Has a look. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Mets 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called to strike. A ball and a strike. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Popped up. Alonso over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now back, the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet.
So coming to the plate, Dinelson Lamet comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Soft grounder left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
the center fielder, number 7, Juan Lagares.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
3-0 to him now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Ready for another shot now. Will Myers. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
In his career, Myers brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. 2 out with the man at first.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Yeah. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Padres lead 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The third baseman, number 6.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses off the plate. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. Machado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
High Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Right side. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Standing in, Tommy Pham, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to first, right to him, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The bat, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
3 runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he takes a cold strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
Runner at first following the error. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to the right. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
At the plate, Brian Dozier singled home a run in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for San Diego as the lead remains 3-1. Craig Stammen takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 34, Craig Stammen.
So digging in now, Wilson Ramos, 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Fouled off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Now here it comes. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Dozier onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Drew Pomeranz comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Brandon Nimmo will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. From the stretch. Pomeranz has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Pomeranz is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit-miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls, and that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Hit hard, but foul. The 3-1. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
J.D. Davis will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Outside, 2-1. Two out, bases loaded. Three balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 1-0. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
Nope.
2-1. The set and the 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pham is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Padres 3 and the Mets 2. Justin Wilson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 38.
Into the box now, Josh Naylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Now the 0-2 pitch. Wilson, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Count even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Wilson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
In now, Francisco Mejia. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6.
Nope.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
At the plate now, Juan Lagares, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second, there's Cano. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Padres leave 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Jose Castillo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 65, Jose Castillo.
7th inning ready to roll. And next, the dangerous power threat, Pete Alonso. Pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Myers is after it. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A bouncer up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
You're nothing! Really?
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Lagares. The catch is made, and the tying run is going to tag from second. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Robinson Cano, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. First offering on its way. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
Hey, here's where he steps out a second, collects his thoughts, and tries to get a pitch over the heart of the plate that he knows he can get down.
0-1, here it comes. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. Castillo is there, and he has it for the out.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis
Matz in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
For the Padres, number 55,
Yoenis Cespedes will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. He's set. Here it comes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ground ball right side. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1-0 the count. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2, pulled toward right center field. And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Familia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jake Marisnick will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
number 16.
Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's running. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. So a runner stands at third. One man is out. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. From the stretch.
Ball one.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
2 balls, no strikes now, batting with 1 out and a runner at third.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit in the air for a sacrifice fly.
Now the 2-0. Familia has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. 2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. Has a look, now the pitch.
A great job pounding his zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for San Diego. Score remains tied at 3-3. Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Well, bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. 2-1. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Now another 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Lagares is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 6.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch coming, here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
From the windup, the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for a swing and a miss? That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Stepping up now, Brian Dozier. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
The second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Josh Naylor. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Cespedes going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Digging in once again, Francisco Mejia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marisnick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still tied 3-3. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Striding into the box, Michael Conforto. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 2.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Pham will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Digging in, Wilson Ramos is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. The 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1 offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Skied into straightaway right. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets strand one. Score remains tied at 3-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Brock is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 29.
Tomas Nido will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. Eric Hosmer is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. Lays off 1-0. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, a dozen home runs, and 32 driven in. 1-0 home.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Coming to the plate now, Will Myers. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one.
Ball one, no fight.
Lagares run. That's a strike to throw down. Tagged by Cano, and he is out at second base.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
The set and the 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the Friars. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Emilio Pagan takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 14, Emilio Pagan.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 is looked at for ball 3. Tomas Nido waits on deck. .3-0 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tomas Nido. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. The 0-1. Him up. Dozier onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Stepping into the box, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch. Here's a line drive, and this game may not stay tied for long. That's down for extra bases.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
So here's Jeff McNeil. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Looking up is the left fielder, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season, as it is now 7-3.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Andres Munoz, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 52, Andres Munoz. Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
To the plate now, Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. The pitch.
Ball, that's out. Full count, 3-2.
Four runs here in this half inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. At the plate, Michael Conforto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder. And what a play. A beautiful jumping catch to put an end to the inning. Definitely worth another look as he scales the wall to take away a home run. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Tommy Pham.
The left fielder, Tommy Pham.
First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Swings through it for strike number 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. One out, nobody on. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
The third baseman, number 20.
At the plate, Manny Machado hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Nope.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 is taken, ball 3.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch.
Hey.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to fight as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Brad Brock gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs